Hey, happy hempsters. Welcome back to Hempin Happiness with Dee Dee Taylor.
And Beth Panati.
Thank you guys for listening. We appreciate you always. Definitely share our podcast with others if you think they would get a kick out of it, and just warn them that I cuss. And that way, if they get offended, they won't, because I say the F word a lot and other words, and they're just words. But anyway, today we wanted to talk about breaking the cannabis stigma.
I know, because I remember when I first started working here and everybody come in and they would always whisper, well, I used to use marijuana, or yeah, sometimes I like to get high. And I'm like, you don't need to whisper. This is a safe place to talk about cannabis.
Very safe place to talk about cannabis.
I know. So yeah, it's funny how many different people are using now, and different walks of life, different occupations.
Oh, all different age groups.
And I know.
Yeah.
So
it's amazing.
I want to make a change to where people aren't scared to talk about cannabis. It's okay to say you use cannabis for medicine.
It really is.
Because probably the person you're talking to does too. Everybody is keeping this a secret.
I know, right? It's keeping it a secret that you use it is what keeps the politicians writing more laws to try to keep it banned and not available.
Right.
So the more you talk about using it and what you use it for, especially with your legislators.
Yes.
And they know you vote.
Yes.
They might actually listen to you.
Because you're an adult and you're allowed to make your own choices for your body.
Exactly.
And we all need to be more outspoken.
Oh my goodness, we really do.
Because we do. We all kind of like secretly, I did a gummy. No. Be proud. Be
proud.
I
do too. I do too, and I own this store. I do that. I know, I'm bad.
Yeah. It's like,
I'm like, oh yeah, I was high at the track yesterday. I had a good old time.
Right.
And I wasn't and I wasn't even inebriated.
Right.
You know what I mean? I was just stupid. Nice and chilled.
Right. Exactly.
I was enjoying my time there.
I know. But yeah, we have, people, all the way from 21 to 96.
Oh yeah.
I'm guessing. I think is our oldest customer. I talked to a 96-year-old.
Oh, did you really?
The other day. So
96 and using cannabis.
I think we had 100 years. I'm almost thinking we did. So,
that's freaking awesome.
I know. And, some people came from that hippie generation where they're not scared of it. Then others were like, I stayed away from those hippie people because that's supposed to be bad. So I'm feeling a little weird about doing this. So once they start taking it, they understand, it's helping in so many different ways.
Well, and I think as a society, we are so sick of being lied to.
Yes.
And the propaganda that gets shoved down our throat. Right. And it's so hard sometimes to find out what the truth is in general, that you're just like, what is true? Well, the fact that our government owns a patent on cannabis, that is one of the surefire things that should tell you that we have been lied to for a really long time.
Yes.
Plus, there is no doubt about it that when Nixon and his team really started.
Oh, yeah.
And they did the studies and they reported back to him that it was fine, that this shouldn't be a Schedule 1. He didn't listen.
No.
I still don't understand why we as a society are following a freaking criminal of a president. Oh, wait. Never mind.
Still doing it. Yeah.
But
I don't know
why we are. Yeah, it makes no sense.
Well, and when they did studies back then, they did it on soldiers a lot of times, and they found soldiers you could not control if they're using cannabis. Oh. So that was a danger. We can't control the people if they free think, So we know that's why they said it's dangerous.
Yeah,
because they can't control you.
Because you do kind of feel a lot more enlightened when you use cannabis. At least I do.
Yeah, most people do.
somebody asked a question. I was like, dude, I just had a gummy and that is way too philosophical for me right now. I will sit and think about this for days.
Yes.
And it was actually a really good question, but I'm not going to get into it here because it was kind of a personal question, but I was just like,
I know. You think differently.
You think different. Right. You do. Right. And you slow down and you think.
Right.
You know, usually, as long as you don't take too much where it gives you that hyped up feeling, you just kind of chill out and you're like,
never looked at it that way before. I know.
Yeah. So that makes perfect sense. Oh, we don't want any free thinkers in this country, do we?
Can't have that. Can't have that.
Gosh, no. We definitely want to be, we still want to be ruled by, you know.
What happened in 1776? Didn't we say we don't want
I thought we did.
The king ruling over us?
I thought we did, but
oh no.
I mean,
it's a while back.
I don't understand most of the rules in this country when it comes to our freedoms and how we have privatized everything. And we pay for all of these basic human rights in this country that really we don't take care of our citizens here at all. And by keeping this plant illegal, we're still not taking care of it.
Doing it.
Yeah, still doing it. Because this plant should be part of our diet like it used to be.
Exactly.
I truly, I mean, again, I'm not a doctor, but this is just common sense thinking. Okay. And I thought this even when I wasn't high. I'm just saying.
Okay.
But if you think about it, the increase in cancer, increase in autism, increase in Parkinson's, increase in this and that and that and this, and so many new ailments, autoimmunes and fibromyalgia.
Right.
And granted, I think, you know, they Big Pharma will also create problems just so they have a pill for it, or they'll make the pill first and, it helps with this new problem we found, but that's beside the point. But I think all of these issues and ailments have increased because we are not taking care of our endocannabinoid system. Right. And our endocannabinoid system is responsible for so many things within our body. And to this day, I don't go without cannabis anymore. I won't, because I do remember what I felt like back in 2015 and 2016 before I started using it, and like I would still smoke every now and again, but I wasn't using the CBD daily, you know, that kind of stuff. Not until I had like a severe panic attack, and it was just brutal. Almost wrecked my car. I called my husband, bawling my eyes out, and then he's like, just try it. And because I didn't want to go back on pills. I didn't want to go back on the prescription pills that were just hurting me. And that really changed a lot for me. Like, it truly was eye-opening.
Yeah. So why would anybody, feel embarrassed to say that works for them? But you're not, because you created a company around that. But a lot of people are still embarrassed,
I
at
think
some
it's because
point.
People look at you like,
you're a stoner.
You're a stoner. You're a criminal doing that stuff.
Right, exactly.
Or, are you lazy? Are you,
Well, I think that's what we used to think people were going to think. But nowadays, I see people talking in the interactions, and they're like, oh, you use that. So don't assume what people are going to think, because they're probably using it too.
Well, and you know what assume means.
Right.
Makes an ass
out of you and me.
And I use that all the time.
But why should we be embarrassed because we found a better way to deal with our anxiety or pain or sleep?
I'm definitely not embarrassed about it. I told a room full of business professionals that's what changed my life.
Exactly.
I mean, that was the question, right?
I know, right?
And that's what changed my life.
I know.
So it was quite. I think more people use it than they tell.
Yes,
and
I agree.
You don't have to keep it a secret.
No.
I mean, you don't have to share it with everybody, especially if your job drug tests you. That's different.
Another thing, and I totally understand that. People have to keep it on the down low.
Yeah.
But we have preachers using it, preachers' wives coming in, lawyers,
judges.
Yeah.
I know.
We keep everybody anonymous here, but we love those conversations.
Radio DJs.
Ex-FBI. Yeah.
Yeah, ex-FBI ones.
Yeah.
Not current FBI.
Right,
they don't let you do that.
I mean, it's just every profession.
Well, and even police officers.
Yeah.
We have a lot of police officers, or at least their family. If they worry about getting drug tested, their family members use it. So and I love the fact that they come here too. And doctors tell people to come here too.
Yes.
Because we've worked so hard to be transparent.
On the education and the quality. Yeah. So.
But there's no need to be embarrassed about it.
I know.
Not at all. Or be secretive or... Oh no, I did it. It's okay. I promise. And I'm sorry, but if you see me out and about, 9 times out of 10, I've got samples in my purse. So if you really need one, just let me know.
Right.
I mean,
exactly.
Granted, I don't want to only give out samples to everybody because, I can't stay in business doing that. But you know what I mean? I always carry some with me. It's my emergency stash.
That's right. Exactly. I know. Everybody knows who to go to.
I got an emergency stash. It was so funny. I walk in yesterday to grab some to take down to the track with me, and this is Derby week. I don't know when you'll be hearing this, but I went to the track with the
50
Chambers.
Tuesday,
50 Tuesdays, and Bud goes, "Are you getting everybody high?" And I was like, Probably. So,
hey,
those guys,
That's what we got to do to help each
than
other.
That damn alcohol.
I know, exactly. Yeah, and the cost of a mint julep, my God, what is it? $20-something.
Oh yeah, not too cheap for that. And it's just a poison,
right?
I mean, you're just putting poison in your body. So I'm just kind of like, whatever. I don't want to. I don't. Yeah, no thanks.
Don't want to participate.
Because I was completely fine to drive.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like I was not inebriated. I didn't do too much cannabis that I couldn't drive. Exactly. I was no longer high by the time, you know what I mean? So,
I know.
Be careful with that though too. I mean, don't drink and drive. Don't use cannabis products and drive either.
Right. But everybody does have a different tolerance, and that's something we do talk about, I mean,
oh gosh,
5 milligrams, most people can drive, and 5 milligrams other people
totally
don't do it. So always
just
know your
it's
tolerance. Always
good to practice at home before you go anywhere. See how you feel.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah, that's what I always say.
Don't
leave the house.
Don't leave.
When you take this the first time, that's what I tell everybody.
Never. Yeah. Ever. But it's I think it's amazing. I give a lot of speeches to business groups. I have done the Rotary. The Rotary, the Chambers. I've spoken to Parkinson's.
We're just going to keep going. We've got some things scheduled coming up.
We've got things scheduled coming up for more speeches and, educations. I'm going to be giving a speech at the Lucky Leaf Cannabis Conference that's here in Louisville at the end of May. I'm on there, I think at 3:50 on that Friday. And I'll be talking about the new hemp regulations and all that stuff. So I'm kind of going as the Kentucky Hemp Association for that speech, not as Dee Dee Taylor with 502 Hemp, even though I'm sure I'll be wearing something blue to help with the brand. But I think it's just important. I think it's important that people have that safe space that they can come in and talk about things that they're doing, especially when it comes to cannabis. And you don't have to be scared anymore.
No, I know. And so many people
have
come in.
We can all break this stigma and cycle together.
Yes, we can. Exactly. Yeah. So many people have come in. They're like, I can't believe I'm in here. I can't believe my daughter's not going to believe I'm in a place like this. Is so cute. And then they're regulars,
I got a lot of bankers.
Yeah.
I got a lot
everybody,
of
every industry.
Literally all walks of life.
I know. I can't think of an industry
and I love it. I can't think of an industry even doctors.
I know.
They use it too.
Our nurses.
It's mostly the ones that get drug tested that
it's always that.
Usually a CDL. If you have a CDL license, you can't use it because they drug test you all the freaking time and they test for everything. Any Department of Defense workers, they can't use it. Any military current military, they can't use it.
And you said there was a change with the firefighters.
Yeah. The firefighters here in Jefferson County, they are allowing it. They filed a lawsuit so they could use medical cannabis. And here's
when you're not working, of course.
When you're not working, of course. But y'all don't have to wait. Just put that out there. If you are a Kentucky firefighter, you do not have to wait for a dispensary to open. Come see us. Yes. We will help you.
Yes.
I have a lot of friends that are firefighters. Well, not a lot. I mean, I got a couple. I got one that I just absolutely adore. And I work out with him. Well, I don't work out with him. We see each other at the gym and we chat.
Sounds like you're cheating on John over here.
Maybe in my never mind. No, I'm not.
You have a friend that is a firefighter at the gym.
At the gym. But he's adorable. I will say that. But he's a good man, and he has a son that is on the rugby team. Yeah. So he's like, oh, we use your bomb. I'm like, good. Yes. And he's had a lot of issues with like carpal tunnel and he's had surgeries and shoulders, and he's built really well. So you can tell he's done the work. But he's sore. Right. And then I can't imagine. I've seen firefighters lift people.
Well, just think of what they're wearing and then what they're carrying on top of that.
No wonder if you're a firefighter and not in shape, like I don't know how the hell you do it, because you know what I mean? Like you have, like it seems like you have to be in shape for that job.
They've all got to be in pain
and in pain. And for police officers and first responders, whatever. You all see the craziest shit, and your PTSD. I can only imagine what that's like.
That is definitely a thing.
You guys should really stand up for yourselves too and ask for it, because it would benefit you all so much. And I know for so long and so many years, marijuana was bad, and that's what most police officers would go after, and it was an easy bust and things like that. But man,
it's changing. It's medicine, man. It's medicine.
It really, really is.
So
our bodies need it. We need the cannabinoids that are in cannabis. It benefits us so much. I mean, I can't even begin to tell you. It benefits you in ways you do not feel.
That's what I tell people. I'm like, CBD is like a supplement. It's doing all these things. You just don't know until you quit taking it. Yep. Then you're like, well, why is this out of whack?
Especially people that are people with cancer and are in the recovery side, and they are they're cancer free. Keep taking it.
That's what I say, because
because it's going to keep helping your healthy cells stay healthy and fight the ones that aren't.
Right, exactly.
And it's just so important. I mean, keep taking it, keep using it. Take the CBD oil. We have great flavors here. I'm very weird about flavors. If I'm going to use something, it needs to at least taste decent. So we're very, and they're natural flavors. We don't have any artificial flavors in any of our products now that I'm aware of. We do not use the fake sugars for our stuff. We have stevia in our orange dreamsicle, but that is monk fruit. That is a natural sweetener. It is not like, what is that?
The sucralose. Right.
I always mispronounce it. Sucralose. Sucralose. Stay away from that shit. That is so artificial and bad for you. So is aspartame. So is Splenda.
Right.
None of those fake sugars like that are good for you. So
either pure cane sugar or monk fruit or monk fruit.
Yeah, those are the only two. Anyway, I will harp on that so much, and it has more to do with diabetes and diabetic people than anything. And, but natural colors, natural fruit flavorings, try to stay for your own body, try to stay away from the artificial anything.
I know.
Artificial dyes are horrible for you and your kids. The artificial flavorings are horrible for you and your kids. That I'm so glad that we're starting to see changes on that.
Yeah.
So I'm very happy about that fact.
Because food is medicine, you know,
It should be.
And marijuana is just cannabis is a
food.
plant
It's
that
a plant.
we can consume.
You can.
In all different ways.
In all different ways. Yeah. And you can use...
Got to get your vegetables in.
Yeah, exactly. And you can use it without getting high.
Right.
And it's going to benefit you.
Right, exactly.
But even if you use it to get high, it's still benefiting you.
Right. I know. Exactly.
So there you have it. Right. From the mouths of babes, y'all. From the mouths of babes. Thanks for listening. Yes. And definitely follow us on all the socials. Let us know what you think, what you'd like to hear next, what Beth and I can talk about, and maybe clear some things up for you. By all means, reach out. info@502hemp.com. Our stores, 201 Mosier Road here in Louisville, Kentucky, and 319 East Lewis and Clark Parkway over in Clarksville, Indiana. And again, we have cannabis consultants there to help you. And if you are a firefighter, by all means, come see us. Mm-hmm. We will take good care of you.
That's right.
Thanks for listening.